Did you two make it up to the mountains?
No, when we left here, she just wanted to go back to her room at the hospital.
I can't figure that out. She was doing so well. Now this.
I wish I had the answers, Peter. I wish a lot of things.
Well, you know, we knew something was up. Thanksgiving Day. I thought she was just missing Dad and Grandma, but, Mom knew it went deeper. She was right.
Yeah.
But for her to pull back on us, I mean, after she was doing so well, that doesn't make sense. Oh, I'm sorry. You feel bad enough without me telling you your problems.
No, I mean, you've got to get it out, too. And don't worry about me. I'm fine. Really, I'm okay.
She'll be all right by Christmas, don't you think?
Christmas, if we could all be together, that would be great. I mean, it would be the best thing for everybody. But with this relapse... Look, I don't want to discourage you, Peter. But you'll save yourself a lot of pain if you don't hope for too much, as far as Laurie's concerned. Well, Peter, here's to 1 year of marriage.
Yeah. Happy anniversary. Did you get her anything?
A corsage.
Corsage. You know, to look at that thing, you think she messed it up on purpose.
Oh, I think she did, Peter.
Why?
I don't know. It's hard to say. She's operating on two levels. One is normal. The other one's rooted in fear. I think the corsage just helped focus all of her fears and the fact that people were looking at her.
I'd like to get my hands on the guy who attacked her.
You and me both.
Okay, this is a temporary setback. That's all. You'll see.
Yeah, well, how temporary are the psychological scars? How temporary are they going to be?
Are you saying the love that you and Laurie have isn't strong enough to overcome that? I don't believe that.
Look, I thought it was. I really thought the Lord was just going to make all this right.
Well, now?
I don't know. I know I shouldn't say that, but right now all I have are questions and no answers. And let me tell you something, Peter. This isn't a fairy tale. Love isn't some kind of magic salve you can rub on the wound and it just cures everything. It doesn't work that way.
Hang on, buddy. I'm not your enemy here. Remember?
Yeah, well, I'm not in the mood for simple answers to complex problems.
Well, I don't think that's what I'm giving you. Things are bad now, yeah. But you can't deny what you and Laurie had, or that you have. Look, it might sound trivial, but I'm impressed. I'm still impressed. I think that says a lot about you and a lot about your commitment to each other. Now, if you think that it's suddenly all over, well, that's another story. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Good. I better talk to you later.
No, look, Peter, you don't have to leave. I know I'm not the best company tonight, but I really do need somebody to talk to. Please stay. Please. Thank you.
Almost ready to go?
Almost.
Almost. Wearing a robe, Nancy, is a little suggestive, even by my standards.
Well, you know, almost until I put a dress on or something.
Hey, where's your sofa? Did you have it cleaned?
No, not really.
Reupholstered?
No, I sold it.
Yeah? Why?
Well, you know, it was all flowery, and my mother's got such corny taste. Besides, the cash came in handy.
Are you having money problems?
Who, me? No.
Listen, Nancy, you just started work and everything, so it makes sense that things might be a little tight. I just want you to know that you can come to me for help rather than sell off all your furniture and stuff.
No, really, it's okay. I wanted to get rid of that anyway. What I'd like to get is one of these, conversation pits with the three sides.
I like those. They're romantic.
Yeah, romantic.
Are you all right?
Well, good question. I don't know lately.
I don't follow you.
Well, it's this chase and pursuit thing. I mean, there used to be a time when I didn't have any problem turning male heads, but now, I practically have to have a sign around my neck saying that I want some action, and still I'm having problems. What am I doing wrong?
You're funny, you know that?
I'm serious, Vicky. Don't laugh at me.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Well, I don't recall that I was laughing in this conversation.
Well, you should be. You're just going through a dry spell, that's all. I mean, it happens to all of us, even me.
A dry spell? Come on, Vicky. This is like a drought. I mean, how many times have we been to the Castaway, and each time I've struck out?
Well, the Castaway has been a little dull lately, but I have a feeling all that's going to change. After all, 'tis the season to be jolly.
Yeah, fa la 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 la, right?
Oh, come on, Nancy. Let's face it, there hasn't been a man born who can resist a woman when she turns on all her charms. And dear, the two of us, you and I, we have more charms than 50 men could handle.
Well, good evening there, Sergeant.
Well, it was anyway.
Oh, I see we're in our usual foul mood.
Reflex action. I'm like one of those Pavlov dogs. Only I don't have a bell. I got you. And instead of salivating, I just brace for an insult.
And why is that, Sergeant?
Because the third or fourth sentence out of your mouth is usually an indictment against me or my men.
Can I help it if I'm honest?
Can I help it if you're more full of hot air than a Goodyear blimp?
Could it just be that beneath that veneer of dislike there exists a grudging mutual respect for each other?
No.
No.
So what'll it be tonight, Webster? No, wait, let me guess. You're still upset about our lack of protection of Miss Farley.
That's close. No, I want to find out exactly where you are on the identity of the prince.
Same place we were last time you asked. Don't go to the trouble. I'm incompetent, right?
It's close for starters. How about inefficient or amateurish? No, wait, better yet, worthless.
Oh, well, thank you. And while we're on the subject, does your man McCormick come up with anything?
Not exactly.
Oh, so he hasn't come up with anything either. And do you know why that is, Mr. Webster? Because there's nothing to come up with. We are dealing with somebody very big here, and he hasn't slipped up yet.
I think it's more likely that Mac's been watching you and learning from your bad example. I'll have you know that Miss Farley is leaving town because of the threat to her personal safety.
A suggestion I made to you a long time ago.
And one that would not have to be taken if this police force was anywhere near what it ought to be.
Even if it was, I would have suggested the same thing.
Oh, is that an admission?
No, it's merely a fact. The safety of human beings is what's most important to me. And the only way that I can guarantee Miss Farley's safety is to get her as far away from Ronnie Washington as possible.
Maybe.
Will there be anything else, Mr. Webster?
I don't suppose you come up with anything on Miriam Mason.
As a matter of fact, we have.
Yeah?
We found her car.
Where?
Well, oddly enough, it was impounded in one of our lots. Apparently, it was towed away the night that she disappeared. She parked it in a fire zone about a block from the Redlands.
I mean, she was there at that house that night.
It's possible.
It can also mean that she was the victim of a mugger. Or, did you check the area for a body?
Of course we did. Look, this information can mean a lot of things. I'm checking out a couple of leads right now. I should know something more in the next 24 hours.
I suggest you hurry it up, Sergeant. I mean, Miriam Mason might not have 24 hours left.
Ta-da! If this doesn't knock them dead, then they must already be.
You can say that again. How did you manage to look so good in such a short time?
Practice, my dear, just practice.
You're asking me for pointers?
Yeah, well, I appreciate you building my confidence up again. I sure would feel a lot better if I had my jewelry back, though.
Hey, what's the story with that, anyway?
Well, the story is that they've got Tab, and he's supposed to go to trial in 2 weeks, and supposedly I'm supposed to get my jewelry back.
You don't think anything's going to go wrong, do you?
Well, it's just that nothing has gone right so far. I don't know, but, you know, they've got enough stuff on him that they could get him for a long time.
You must really hate that guy.
Yeah, hate does not cover it. Believe me, you are so lucky, Vicki, that you didn't get involved with him. But I got him back, though. The same way we're going to get back old pretty boy Prescott. I got some good ideas about that. I'll have to tell you about it over our first drink.
Great. And hopefully we'll share our second drink with the men of our future.
Good. Okay, well, what are we waiting for?
Let's go.
All right.
Let me get my keys ready. Hold on. Got that light?
Yeah.
We can take my cars and fill it with gas.
Okay, great.
You know, I have been thinking, and, well, I suppose I should tell you about it.
Oh?
Yeah. Well, you see, well,
Well, honey, now you don't have to say anything. You know, there's a time to speak and there's a time for silence. You know, the Bible tells you that.
yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm just worried about Miriam, that's all.
Well, we all are. You're not alone in that.
Yeah, but, you know, I got a feeling that she ain't ever going to get to read this letter from her kid.
Of course she will.
I'm sorry, I just don't share your enthusiasm about that. You know, maybe we ought to open this. I mean, the kid does deserve an answer.
Oh, I agree with you there, but not just yet. You know, we're going to give it a few more days. And if there's no news from Miriam, then I will.
Yeah, sure.
Well, is there something else troubling you?
Ain't that enough?
Well, I suppose, but I just kind of got the feeling it was something else. But I don't like to pry, so I'll just leave it at that.
Thanks, I am.
Hey, what's your name? Ernie. Ernie, yeah, get me another one of these, will you? And I need to know where the telephone is. Thank you, I'll be right back.
Hey, Ernie, what's happening?
Hey, now that you're here, a whole lot more.
Oh, you always know how to make a girl feel wanted.
And that's because you are wanted. It's girls like you that give this place the great reputation it has. Huh? The usual?
Why not?
And you, men?
That's Miss, and I'll have a Manhattan, please. Doesn't look like there's much going on here.
Well, it's still early yet, Nancy. I'll tell you what, let's give it a half an hour or so. And if there's still no action, we'll go down the road to the Vogue.
What about this guy? I mean, is he available?
I don't know, Nancy. Why don't you ask him?
What do you suppose a guy like that makes a year?
Probably more than you or me.
Here you go, ladies.
Oh, why, thank you. Boy, aren't you fast.
None faster, right, Ernie?
That's what my wife says.
Oh.
This is good.
Have you got any, you know, peanuts or chips or something?
Oh, there you go.
Thanks.
Hey, if you need anything, just holler.
Okay.
This place is boring.
Come on, relax, Nancy. Hey, tell me about Gil.
What?
Gil, you said you had some ideas about getting even with him.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Well, like what?
Well, what I was thinking is now that we're in the same office, we could work something where we mess up his paperwork and that, and I can vouch for you and you can vouch for me. It'd be really perfect, you know, we could cover...
True.
Well, what have we here?
Harold?
It is you. Nancy, you know something? You are the only person I know who defies the law of gravity. And it's easier to pick you up than to drop you.
Well, I can see you made it through another Thanksgiving without being shot and stuffed.
Oh,
Hello, Mr. Webster.
Miss Lang.
You know why they call him Webster, don't you? Because words cannot describe him.
No, just let her keep on going. But let me finish this drink first, Nancy, so you can be funny.
I thought this was supposed to be a place for the young and attractive, not the old and the lumpy.
And in which of those two categories do you belong, Nancy? Care for my opinion?
The only thing I care for from you is a farewell.
I tried to say goodbye. You just never leave. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Nancy. Look at there. Now, if you can just pass his acid test.
You alone?
Sure am.
Vicky, how could you forget your friend? Hi, Nancy Lawson. Nice to meet you.
Brad Crosby.
I'm Vicky Lang.
Hey, Nancy. Strike one.
Look, why don't the three of us just go over to that table there? It's nice and quiet. We can talk.
What? And you a married woman and here with your husband? Harold Lawson here. Pleasure to meet you. Look, don't pay any attention to the missus here. We've been having difficulties and stuff, but we're going to stay right here and work them out. Yes, we are. Why don't you two kids go on over there to that table and enjoy yourselves? We'll just stay here. Okay? Bye.
Seeing you.
Good luck.
Get away from me, you filth!
Woman, that is the worst experience of my life. Imagine me actually saying that I was your husband. Barney, come here. Give me another one of these. Double, quick. No ice.
Say, how would you like to have Harold Webster over? Why don't you call him?
Oh, yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
Well, I thought you two had patched up your differences.
Well, we have, more or less. I mean, other than one or two little things.
Well, such as?
Such as Harold thinks I'm still turning tricks.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Where did the man get a silly thought like that?
Well, he says he has his reasons. All stupid, if you ask me.
No doubt.
Gee, look at you. I mean, you don't even give it a second thought.
Why should I?
Well, with my track record and everything.
Oh, hush. I don't want to hear anyone talk like that.
You know something, Ione? You are something else.
Let's just say I have an overabundance of common sense.
No, 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 no. It's more than that. It's forgiveness.
Babs, honey, you're a very special lady. And I got a feeling that God's going to touch your life in a very special way.
As soon as I give in to him, right?
You got it, girl. I plant the seed, somebody else waters it, and God gives the increases in his own sweet time.
You know, these last few months here, they've been the happiest times of my life. And I'll never forget you for it. And I'll always remember everything you've done for me.
But you sound like you're going somewhere.
Well, Carla and Jean and Jimmy are moving back in, and if Miriam shows up, well, it's going to get kind of crowded around here.
Have I said anything to you about that?
Well, no, but...
And it's not if Miriam comes back, it's when.
Yeah, sure.
And besides, you know how I like to have a whole house full of people around me all the time. So just put those thoughts out your mind.
Okay. Oh, didn't you say that Jimmy has one of those little tape recorders?
Well, I think he has up in his room. Why?
Oh, nothing. I have this tape that I wanted to listen to is all. It's up in his room, you say?
Babs, honey, is everything all right?
Sure.
No ice.
Thank you. You know something, Nancy? You are just amazing. You have neither the face nor the figure for this anymore, but you just keep right on going, don't you?
Well, I seem to recall a time not very long ago when I was the object of your affections.
I must admit that I faltered there for about 30 seconds, but Charles, fortunately for me, came in while I was deliberating and rescued me from that terrible fate. You know, I'm indebted to Charles for any number of things, but that has got to rank numero uno.
Oh, go suck eggs, Harold.
Hi there, honey. Yes, you, honey.
Nancy, looks like you got one over here you can handle.
You be quiet. Hello.
Can I buy you a drink?
Gentleman asked you a question, Nancy.
Just ignore him.
How about it, sweetheart?
Well, actually, it wouldn't be proper. I'm with my husband.
Oh.
I beg your pardon?
Quiet, darling. I mean, he's had a little too much to drink.
Well, I never saw this woman before in my life.
Harold, this is no time to play games.
Well, it certainly isn't, lady. I'm getting out of here. Very idea.
Bartender, didn't he just admit that he's my husband?
Sorry, lady. The gentleman came in alone.
And he's leaving alone. Here you go, Irving. Hey, listen. Go get her. She's all yours.
Harold, excuse me.
Look, my stock went through the roof today, and I'd like to celebrate with somebody.
Oh?
Sure did.
Well, isn't that nice?
Made me happy. What are you drinking, sugar?
Well, I was drinking a Manhattan, but suddenly I feel like champagne.
Then champagne it is. Ernie, a bottle of your best. My name's Fred. Fred Winthrop. What's yours?
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
What's your name, honey?
It's Nancy. Nancy Lawson.